Acts of the Apostles, the 2nd chapter. When the day of Pentecost had come, the apostles were all together in one place. It's been a long time, hasn't it? The apostles were all together in one place. Now, first we have to talk about apostles, the word apostle, because these are the same as the disciples, except there's a different meaning. The word disciple means student, one who learns from the teacher. An apostle means one who is sent. So first you're a disciple and you learn everything you need so that you can then be an apostle and be sent out to carry the message and the teaching with you. So we like to talk about ourselves as being fellow disciples of Jesus, but perhaps we need to more talk about each other as being fellow apostles, because we are sent out into our world to spread the news of Jesus Christ. So when it says the apostles were all together in one place, it's been a long time, hasn't it? It's been 10 Oreo boxes long, 10 weeks of worship time that we have not been all together in one place. Now, we've been gathered together in this digital online format, and we are gathered together as the body of Christ, our church. But we haven't been in the same physical location for so long. For those of you who will be in worship this weekend, I'm sure it will be an exciting celebration, but it will be very different. We may be mourning some of the things that we don't have. We won't be gathered in a very large group of people. It has to be less than 50 according to the state of Nevada. And we won't be singing like we always do, because the studies have shown that this illness, this virus, is carried on our breath, even just our breath. It's not by spit or saliva, although it is, but it is also just the vapor, the aerosol that comes out of our mouth, and singing causes more of that to be expelled from our mouth. And so all it takes is one infected person in a large room to then pretty soon infect the airspace and a great deal of space around them. So it is recommended by all vocal experts, doctors, don't be singing in church. Now, we're going to be wearing masks also, but we're going to really try to refrain from singing much at all. And the way we're going to have music is we'll have our musicians, our band, they'll be able to play the instruments, but the singing is going to be a little harder. We're going to use some of the recorded music that we have of myself and some of our other singers at the church, so it will be familiar voices that will be singing. And the rest of us, well, I don't plan on singing on Sunday because you'll already hear my voice recorded, but I think we're going to be able to, clap along, and some of you might want to chair dance a little bit just to move around to get the feel of the music. And I know we're a traditional mainline denomination, and a lot of us were taught that you don't move in church. You just sit there. Well, some of us had learned that sometimes when you celebrate, you got to move a little bit. So maybe just a little bit of movement for everybody, or maybe a lot. Let's see what happens for those who show up in person for worship. I know there may be even a little bit of fear, not sure about being in groups since we haven't been for so long, and we've been told every day to be afraid, be afraid, be afraid. And maybe it's time for us to be in church and celebrate. There's enough fear in this world that we don't need to carry it into church with us. Now, we are doing everything we can to make it a very safe environment. We're not just saying, come and trust and you won't get sick. We're saying we have made sure. We have taken out over 200 chairs from our sanctuary, and we have spread about 60 around because we want some of them to be empty. But we have enough chairs for people to be sitting well over 6 feet away from other people. We are spread out very much. And we have all of the hand sanitizer that you need, and all of the soap, and all of the measures that can be taken. we've taken them, we've consulted with our insurance company, and they have a checklist for starting church up after in the time of pandemic, and we have achieved everything on that list. So we are being very careful to make sure that we have a safe environment for everyone. We have air filters that have UV lights inside the air filter. It won't shine on you, so it won't damage your health, but it will kill viruses, and we'll have those running throughout all the worship. And in fact, they run 24/7 at the church now. So all of these things that will be happening for your safety and also for our staff safety. The office will not be open on Sundays for a while, as it always has been. Alicia will not be in there because her health right now is very fragile as she is going through cancer treatments. So we want to make her as safe as possible also. So that's what's happening when the apostles, will all gather together in one place, and we look forward to it.